This is North Dakota Today.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to North Dakota Today. I'm Anna Johnson.
And I'm Phoenix O'Connor.
And we're here. It's on a Monday, which we're
Yes.
oddly perky for. I don't know why.
You are?
I guess. I don't know.
I feel like now that I've kind of woke up a little bit more, but I just feel like it always comes a little bit too early. Not really excited for next Monday because we have to wake up just an hour earlier because of spring forward.
Oh, I
And
forgot
it
about
is
that.
just always such an adjustment, especially, you know, for me, that's like waking up at 1.
5:30 for me. Yeah.
I might, you know what we need to do? We need to get some North Dakota Today coffee mugs. So when I need that for me, my afternoon.
I would love that.
Keep in mind, I wake up at 2. So this is my afternoon tea, you know, just to kind of get some caffeine kicks.
For the record, I don't drink caffeine. I have a health, I have a health thing. I just don't drink. I can't drink caffeine. But that doesn't mean I don't love coffee. I love coffee, and maybe it's psychological for me. I don't know.
Is it decaf?
Yep.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Whole lot of decaf.
Really?
A lot of decaf.
I've always wanted to
drink a
know
lot of coffee.
who was it that ever ordered a decaf coffee, and now I know it's you.
It's me. I know, that's the thing. And every time you go to restaurants, they're like, "Oh, I'll make a pot." I'm like, I'm sorry. I'll drink the whole pot if that makes you feel better.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
health first. Well, you learn something new every day
You
about
do. And shout out to Tim Hortons for having the best decaf on the market.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to give it a try. But I just need the caffeine, so maybe green tea. It's healthier.
I
It's
would
healthier.
love caffeine. It's
I know,
that or
help.
sugar, and then I'm like, well, I
Help.
shouldn't eat a bunch of sugar. I don't know,
Right.
man. Keeping myself awake is purely will.
It is. No, I just want to know what would you do? You know, maybe a ginger
Literally
shot. That's
will.
a healthier alternative.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
shots?
Delicious and also spicy.
It's also mind over matter for
Yeah.
sure, but I don't know. For me, that's just part of my morning routine is a good old cup of Joe.
Yeah, no, it is for me, just obviously just without the caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But in case you're like, mornings aren't my thing, I'm more of an evening person, and winter just apparently is lasting forever. I don't know what's going on with that, Lisa Green, if you want to tell us later.
Goodbye.
But you can kind of keep your favorite movies going because there's a lot of really good sequels coming out this year, which some of them I'm excited about, some of them don't know much about. So for instance, Fortress, A Sniper's Eye, that's a Bruce Willis movie.
I've never seen it.
But I do love action and I do love Bruce Willis.
Yeah. I'll go with you on some Bruce Willis, especially a younger Bruce Willis.
Oh,
But I personally never seen that movie. I know one of them was on there was Hocus Pocus.
Yes.
That is part of my like right when you're getting the holidays kicked off. I watch Hocus Pocus right before Halloween. You know, now that I'm older, it's not as scary, but I remember there is some pretty scary parts, you know, for some kiddos there and the Sanders sisters.
No, and I've been waiting for my kids to get old enough so that we can do this because I know some of it probably will be a little bit tough on them, so I'm just kind of waiting for them to catch up. But I just loved the characters in Hocus Pocus.
Same here.
So fun. Did you ever get into like Downton Abbey? Hard to say for some reason. No, really?
No.
I did for a little bit, kind of went off the rails, but that's another thing that's coming up. Apparently there is a Downton Abbey sequel.
Yeah.
Which
this is it?
Yeah,
Downton
and when
Abbey?
I did watch it, it was such a great show, kind of like a different time frame than Outlander, but I kind of thought that the same types of, you know, you fall in love and there's wonderful nostalgia.
Similar to this, I think it was called Are You Being Served? It was an English comedy, probably from the 60s or 70s. I did watch that a little bit because my grandmother watched it all the time, and so did my mom. I mean, it was pretty funny, but no, I never, because that seems like Downtown, but it wasn't on PBS.
It was on something. Yeah, I don't remember what it was on. How about Faulty Towers? Do you remember that from the 60s? You didn't ever watch that one?
No. I watched Dallas.
Guys, catch up on Faulty Towers. That was a hilarious show.
That was my pandemic, I took it back to the 70s with Dallas.
Dallas?
Yeah, because I came down there from Midland, so it made me feel like I was at home while I was quarantining.
I think for every decade I have a show. For the 70s, for me, it was Emergency. Yeah, good show. Check that one out. But some other cool things coming up. Doctor Strange. Here's the thing. I would love to get into like that multiverse or universe, whatever it is, you know, where they have all the characters. But I feel now at this point, for me to catch up would take like weeks of watching movies because there's so many.
Well, we have maybe some more snow days where we have that opportunity to do that. So you might be able to get your wish.
I guess so.
Yeah,
Great.
in March.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen the Super Bowl commercial for the Jurassic World Dominion, actually that looked really good. And what gets me on sequels, and I'm sure this is why they do it, is when you bring back the original characters. Like you got a Jeff Goldblum in there. Oh, you got some really cool people in there. So I'm excited.
Of course, I've seen Jurassic World and Jurassic Park and all of that, but it never really pulled me in. I don't really like scary movies, even though I said Hocus Pocus. I'm just not.
So that's more of a comedy, scary movie.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, exactly. It's like, that's what I'm really more into, is like romantic comedy or comedy, something that makes me laugh. I really do not like scary movies.
No.
Like the rated R, no, I just don't like it.
So yeah, for the most part, I avoid them too.
Yeah.
I actually don't mind watching movies like old scary movies, like black and white scary movies, because they just don't have as much of an edge.
Yeah.
But other things are going on today. Did you know that right now we're in the 15th, almost 16th hour of the Iditarod?
Yes.
You did? Oh,
we're kind of following it.
Are you really?
Yeah, we're doing that. I believe there's a teen girl from out this area. She's doing pretty well, to my
Wow,
understanding.
that I did not know.
Yeah, we're up here doing the mushing. That's what we should have done. We should go get some dog mushers.
Yes.
So
Let's
or just
do that.
go out there and see how it is.
I actually went to high school with a girl who raced sled
Yeah.
dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be pretty neat if we could find, maybe when they get back, if we can go out there. Hopefully there should be some snow, which I'm sure there will be.
I'm sure there will be.
We can go find some and just
Thanks
go
a
sledding.
lot, Puxatawny Phil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently there are 50 teams, but I did learn this fun fact. Team number 1 is an honorary team, and this year the honorary team is a man who was on the radio. He covered the Iditarod for a lot of years, Tom Bush, I guess, and Tom unfortunately passed away, so his wife is racing in his place.
Awesome. Well,
I know, I'm
we
excited.
have lots coming up here
We
on
do,
North Dakota today.
including Unglued, their
We're
craft
gonna
fest
be
is this
crafting.
weekend.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, something really
my
fun to
gosh.
do, and we can
I adore it.
put our crafty fingers to the test. But up
Yep.
next, of course, we have our local steel